Sustainable land use. Food security starts with the soil. This was the topic of the 14th Global Forum for Food and Agriculture, the 2022 GFFA, which was held virtually and broadcast from Berlin.
The GFFA is the global forum for the most important topics in food and agriculture. About 80 fellow ministers and representatives from international organizations joined me in the conference. Our final communiqué highlights many important areas for our future work together to protect our soils. As without soil, the only thing that grows is hunger.
Ladies and gentlemen, the GFFA meets today for the 14th time.
About 80 ministers and representatives from international organizations, 130 speakers, and more than 10,000 live stream viewers from 125 countries met and discussed 4 core questions. Several GFFA panels addressed the question, how can we improve soil protection?
Denn der Boden ist gemeinsam mit Wasser und Luft eine der wertvollsten Ressourcen für die Produktion von Nahrungsmitteln. Wir sind dazu aufgerufen, gemeinsam praxistaugliche, standortangepasste Lösungen zu entwickeln.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Translating science into action through policy, through education, through promoting development, adoption of improved technology by end users, farmers, and empowering farmers throughout the world to make agriculture a solution to global issues.
The GFFA is therefore also a key moment for farmers to highlight that we can't have success in fighting climate change without soil, without farmers.
The question, how can we restore degraded soils, was not only discussed but also slammed during the 4th Science Slam.
I am the 4th generation farmer.
Taking up more can help the plants also make more food.
Touch the ground, feel it, smell it, and get your hands dirty.
So today we're going to talk about soils.
And the trophy goes to Moritz Nabel. Congratulations and party to everyone. Celebrate and a toast to you.
Now, the absolute priority for us as a convention to combat land desertification would be for our countries and parties to ensure that the voluntary targets that they have set for restoring land by 2030 are being implemented in practice.
The first virtual innovation pitch focused on how can we make the use of finite land resources more sustainable, and developed some innovative answers.
We really want to translate science into action.
You can grow a lot on a small land.
Compost is such an incremental part of the future.
And with our farmers, we want to make a difference.
A more economical way of compared to reaping is direct seeding.
I think it is important to think globally. Land is a very local issue. If investors buy up large amounts of land, this disrupts local food systems and disrupts the local economy. But as we all learned after 2007, what happens in one country can affect food systems around the world.
Finally, the question, how can farmers worldwide get fair access to land, was discussed intensively at the Young Farmers Forum and a host of other events.
The panel will look at responsible land governance for sustainable food systems, with a focus on the voluntary guidelines on responsible governance of tenure land, fisheries and forests, commonly known as the CFS VGGTs.
The forums emphasised the importance of fair rules for the acquisition and use of land for food security. Rules on access to land must be in line with human rights and take into account social and environmental impacts. All participants at all levels benefited from the in-depth exchange.
I saw many possibilities of following up on ideas, on partnerships, on how people can be together, to think together, bringing in different sources of information.
Strong political commitments were made, underlining the key role of soil for a world without hunger.
Finally, we also believe that it is important that we, as farmers, unite and connect to exchange good practices and create innovation.
Ich werde nun das Abschlusskommuniqué an 4 internationale Institutionen übergeben, die ganz besonders dessen Umsetzung voranbringen können. The threat to our soils is a global problem. We lose fertile soil throughout the world due to soil sealing and the soil erosion caused by wind and water. It was therefore important that we spent these last 5 days at over 20 events discussing these topics and developing global answers. And we will take these joint solutions home with us to our countries. The next GFFA will be in 2023. I'm looking forward to seeing you again here in Berlin.